Hello! Welcome to day 2 of the Inner Critic Cleanse. I'm Scott, I'm your tour guide. Yesterday we worked on, well, last week, whenever you're doing this, we worked on getting conscious of the inner critic so you can hear the voice, the dialogue that causes you pain. And you did that through journaling or maybe out loud. You got there. And this is the second step in the process. Once you've acknowledged the critical voice, in a sense, you got to give yourself an alternative. You got to create an alternative, something to listen to besides the critical voice, something of substance, something loving, something that ideally, if you had a perfect world, your parents would have given you this unconditional love and you would have internalized this voice that just speaks highly of you, that's gentle and patient and nurturing and soothing. Since you probably didn't have enlightened parents, I didn't either, it's our job, in a sense, to create the perfect parent, the perfect loving voice inside. And the good news is that you don't have to create it. It already exists. It's just that you need to light the flame and get the fire going. So once you start doing this, there'll be a point where it takes over and it has a life of its own. Until then, you got to nurture the flame. You got to light the sparks and practice getting it going. So we're going to do some tapping. And the tapping is to prepare the field, so to speak, so that you can nurture yourself, because there's some programming in our culture that makes it less than natural, less than normal, that makes it highly unusual to nurture yourself, to speak highly of yourself inside. In other words, it's taboo. We didn't have many role models of people doing that. And so you got to sort of be a pioneer and be the first one on the block in your life to create that loving, nurturing dialogue. So we're going to just tap and speak some words here. You don't have to say them, but just breathe and tap and let me do the talking and just focus on my words and the feelings that are going on in your body. Even though it's unfamiliar, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though it's feeling weird to receive my own love, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though it's creepy, I choose to be my own best coach, my own best friend, and to say all the things that I would have dreamed of hearing in my childhood, or dream of a perfect lover to say these things to me. I choose to prepare the field to receive this loving voice. Boy, do I know how to beat myself up. I've gotten very good at it. It's very familiar. Beating myself up. What else might I do with my time and my voice? Something else I can do. Something else. I can love myself. And I choose to do that. And it may bring up some fear. Who am I? Am I worthy and deserving of being that kind to myself? Yes, I choose to own that, releasing any doubt about it. There may be lots of reasons to beat myself up, but no good ones, no God ones. I choose to talk to myself the way that God would talk to me. A still small voice of reassurance, compassion, and tenderness. A voice that acknowledges, yes, there are things I'd like to change, but I am precious and lovable just the way I am. Yes, there are things I'd like to improve, but I am worthy of kindness and respect. Right now, I choose to treat myself with kindness and respect. I choose to be the unconditionally loving parent inside my skin, inside my head, soothing myself, nurturing, encouraging, putting a smile in my heart and saying, with or without words, I love you, self. I'm here for you. I give you a big hug, and I salute you. You've survived lots. You've endured so much. And I choose to love you. And there are some places in your life that you would like to do better. And I say, yay, you can do it. We'll do it together. But there's no place for shame and guilt. We can let those tools go now. We can let them go. Releasing shame and guilt. Clearing the pathway for a loving voice. A kind voice. Another choice in which I rejoice at who I am. I am God's bubbala. I'm a beloved child of the universe. My heart is full of love. Sometimes my head is full of static, but I'm learning not to take that so seriously. I'm learning not to give my power to static. When this voice of love is so soothing, so compelling, so natural to love myself. I'm letting it be natural. And I'm letting it be my new and favorite addiction. And part of me thinks, oh my goodness, all this kindness, what am I going to do? Isn't it going to make me weak? I'm afraid kindness is going to make me weak. Maybe kindness will make me blind to what I need to have an edge about. I need to keep my edge. All this fear that without criticism, I'll lose my edge and I'll be in danger. And I'm willing to let that go. I'm willing to trust that kindness is power. Self-love is strength. And I am safe in my self-kindness. I adore me. I adore you. In body, mind, and spirit. We take a nice deep breath and just let that wash over you and spend a few moments just in that place of adoring yourself. You're a miracle. And that's the truth.